What?
My appointment at the surgery. Won't be long.
The surgery? You never said.
Yes, I told you last night, remember? I told you I had a checkup. Nothing serious, just a bit of arthritis giving me a bit of jip. Now, you just sit tight and I'll be back in no time.
Promise.
Scout's honour.
Katrina, you did remember to order those new prescription pads, did you?
Yes, they should be winging their way over as we speak.
Well, when they land, would you let me know? Blimey, you all right?
What?
You look as if you could use a defibrillator.
It's called a healthy glow, Mac. Maybe you should try it sometime.
If that's a healthy glow, I'll stick to this pasty look. It took me years to perfect.
You look worn out.
Is that your diagnosis, Ness? Look, I'm fine. It's good to push yourself once in a while.
How does he get into those shorts?
I think it comes in a bottle and he just sprays them on.
Thanks for that abiding image.
My pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry about yesterday.
What for?
For going on and on about my tragic past like that. I must have bored you to tears.
I'd hardly call your past boring.
What's this? Worried you haven't played the field enough before you walk the wedding plank? It's not too late. That's why they invented hen weekends.
What? So you can end up pulling some bloke that you wouldn't normally touch if he was the last man on earth. Only you're so wasted you can't even remember your own name.
Hey, sounds good to me, babe.
Nah, a night down the pub with a few mates and a couple of pints will do me just fine.
Well, I thought she would have been well up for it. Didn't realise she was such a spoil sport.
Well, I suppose hen weekends lose their novelty when it's third time round.
What?
Pete's going to be Jude's third husband. I suppose she doesn't want to make a big deal of it.
Can I help you?
The shower. I can't seem to get it to work.
No need to panic. Shall I?
There.
That ought to cool you down.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Barry Jameson. I've come to see Dr. Maguire. I've an appointment at 9 o'clock.
Ah, yes, of course, Mr. Jameson. If you'd just like to take a seat, Dr. Maguire will be with you in a moment.
Fine, thank you.
Mr. Jameson?
Oh,
Oh, Barry. Come on through.
thank you. Thank you.
Haven't seen you in here for quite a while. How have you been keeping?
Oh, not too bad, apart from these blessed joints.
Still giving you a jip?
Yeah, something chronic. The drugs you gave me before aren't doing the trick anymore. I was hoping you could give me something stronger.
Look, roll your sleeve up and I'll take a look, shall I?
Thank you.
Won't be a minute.
I've seen it all before.
Well, if that's your attitude, life must hold very few surprises.
Wouldn't say that exactly. How was the shower? Temperature okay?
Fine, actually. So, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to check that everything's okay.
Everything's fine.
Right. And you're always that mean to your bike then?
What? I was just trying to break my record, that's all. But I didn't.
Say your frustration had nothing to do with a certain other Dr. Kwame in the area. I take it was him I saw here last night when I was leaving.
Oh,
Not getting better, is it?
Sometimes it's frozen solid.
You've been overdoing things in that garden of yours.
Oh, no, just a bit of weeding. That garden looks after itself.
Well, it must be something. You've been under any stress lately? Well, you know, money problems, family.
Oh, no.
It's just that it can sometimes aggravate things.
Oh, it's definitely not that.
Well, maybe we ought to try you on something else.
Oh, whatever you say, yeah.
Huh. Sit down, Barry.
Oh, thank you.
You remember those injections we were talking about?
Well, what, those steroids?
Yeah. You fancy giving them a whirl?
Well, I'm game, as long as they don't turn me into a bodybuilder, you know, all muscle and no neck.
I don't think you need to worry about that.
My mum's always been really critical of me. She don't like the way I dress, the men I date are never good enough, it can really wind me up. I mean, we've gone for days without speaking, but not years.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but things are different between me and my father.
Really? Maybe you're both too similar. Both too stubborn to make the first move.
I'm nothing like my father, thanks very much.
You know what I mean?
I wish it were that simple. But it's not.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Good, thanks. Change your plan. The steroids are ordered. You can make an appointment and come back in a few days. Meanwhile, we will stick to your original prescription, yeah?
Right.
So, how does your garden grow these days?
Oh, the roses are wonderful this year. Prize winners, all of them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Now, how did those cuttings go I gave you?
Well, I don't have the green fingers that you and Gaynor have, so I'm afraid they're not faring very well. How is Gaynor? Haven't seen her for ages, either.
Oh, fine. Couldn't be better.
Great. I think it's a good idea if you came in for a quick checkup.
What?
She suffered a stroke last year, Barry. You can't be too careful.
Yeah, but she's right as rain now. She's made a full recovery.
I would like her to make an appointment anyway. You can bring her with you when you come for your injections, yeah? It's just a checkup, Barry. That's all.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Mrs. Williams has just cancelled, so I've got your replacement.
Oh, thanks. You didn't have to.
Honeymoon?
Yeah, Pete's organising it, really, but I thought I'd see what was on offer.
I have to say I'm a little disappointed you won't be going ahead with the hen weekend.
Sorry about that. I'm sure you have plenty of other opportunities.
I hope so. Just going for a low-key wedding, then?
No, not necessarily. We've still got loads of things we have to decide on.
Must all cost an arm and a leg.
Mm-hmm.
At least this one's for keeps, though, eh?
What?
Well, you know, third time lucky and all that. You must love the taste of wedding cake. So you must be bored of that one by now.
What's Helen been saying?
Nothing?
Katrina?
Gaynor!
Bet you'd forgotten we had these steps.
What do you think you're doing?
I had a photo album up here. I know I did. I couldn't reach it, so I...
Come on, come down.
It's up here somewhere. I could have sworn.
Look, just forget your album and come on down. You'll hurt yourself. It's just that this thing is out of the ark and it could collapse any minute.
Just like me.
What?
Out of the ark and could collapse at any minute.
I'll find your precious album. Come on, I'll bring you some tea.
Makes me feel a lot better. At least I know I'm not the only one who can ever get a decent bloke.
Yeah, but you didn't have to marry him all first to find that out, did you?
You think she'd have more sense? Oh, I wonder what other skeleton she's got lurking in her closet.
Oh, I would love to know, but it's not a subject I dare bring up with her at the moment. I think she's a wee bit sensitive about it all.
Is Helen around?
No, she's in with a patient.
When she comes out, please let her know that I'd like to see her as a matter of urgency.
Yeah, of course. Jude, about earlier, I didn't mean to put my foot in it quite like that.
Oh. I think it's a wee bit late for that, don't you?
God. I didn't ask you how you got on at the doctor's.
Oh, fine. You know what doctors are like. They make a fuss about nothing.
Well, you've got to take more care of yourself. You're not in your salad days anymore, you know.
What are you saying? Ah, those Cornish strawberries.
Oh, beautiful, weren't they? I still say we should have had some this year.
And too much hard work.
I've never been afraid of a little hard work.
I know that. But I'd much rather have you here by my side than you're toiling away in the garden all day long.
If I didn't know you better, I would say that you were jealous of this garden. Oh.
Dana?
No. It's all right, I'll be fine in a minute. Just another of those little headaches.
I'll get you an aspirin.
No, don't bother. I'll be all right in a minute. I probably just need a little lie down, that's all.
Right, well, let's get you to bed then.
Helen?
Just a minute. I'll see you back in a fortnight then.
Right, thank you very much, Doctor.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah?
You know when we were talking this morning? Well,
Oh, it's okay. I'll wait my turn.
no, it's fine.
Oh, right, the steroid delivery. Any news?
Apparently it's been dispatched.
That's anywhere between an hour and a week then.
Yeah, right. And the Jamesons.
Mr. Jameson coming back Monday.
And Gaynor? His wife.
Well, he didn't mention anything about his wife.
I only told him about 3 times to make an appointment for her. OK, look, when the steroids come in...
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Right, thank you.
You were saying?
Yeah, Jude wants to see you in her office as a matter of urgency.
Fine. I've got a patient in a few minutes.
Don't worry, this won't take long.
What is it?
Just for future reference, as I obviously didn't make it clear enough yesterday, when I confide in someone about my personal life, I don't expect it to become office gossip the very next day. Some people might be titillated by my relationship history, but for me it's been distressing, to say the least.
I am so sorry. I wasn't gossiping. It wasn't like that at all. I was trying to explain to Katrina.
It's my fault, really. I thought you were someone I could trust. I obviously misjudged you.
Jude, please, let me explain.
Patient's waiting.
You silly man. Look what you made me do. I won't clear it up. It's your fault. Who asked you to bring me flowers? Who asked you to come into my room bothering me? Well, who was it?
Gaynor, it's Barry, your husband.
What are you talking about? How did you get in here?
It's all right. You're home. You're safe now. No one can hurt you. It's all right.
I need sleep now.
Yes. Yes, you get some sleep.
I'm going to pop in on Kate. Do you want to come with me?
No, you go. I've got a few bits and pieces to sort out.
Can't someone else do it?
Sooner do it myself. I'll tell you what you can do. Drop this on Kate. It's clean laundry, stuff from home.
You're not going later?
Well, I'll see how I go. I am seriously snowed under today. Please, in case I get held up.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to let you know that delivery's arrived.
Oh, excellent.
Well, shall I call Mr. Jameson and let him know?
No, I'll do that. I'll call him now.
Okay.
Katrina, I want a word with you.
Look, if this is about Jude, I'm so sorry to have dropped you in it. It was really, really...
Hello?
Oh, Gaynor, is that you?
Who is this, please?
It's Dr. Maguire. How are you? Is everything all right?
Headaches.
What? What, you're having headaches? Gaynor? Gaynor, are you there? Barry?
Oh, hello, Doc. What are you doing here? I didn't call for you.
I know. It's about those injections we talked about.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to give me a ring first.
Well, I did. We got cut off.
All right.
Well, I've got them here. Do them now if you want.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think now's such a good time.
Actually, I thought I might have a look at Gaynor.
Gaynor?
Yeah, we talked on the phone.
Oh, I see.
She mentioned headaches.
Oh, she's fine now. A couple of aspirin seem to do the job.
Well, I still think it might be a good idea to have a look.
But she's fine now.
Is there something you're not telling me?
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah? You've got a visitor.
Knock, knock.
Oh, Helen.
Should I leave?
Don't you dare. I just thought it was Mac, that's all.
Oh, he's a bit bogged down at the moment. Something came up at the last minute. Sent this along, though.
Does that mean he's not coming at all?
He didn't say that. I think he was just a bit worried he might get tied up later. Anyway, I believe you waited long enough for some clean laundry.
But a few more hours wouldn't have made much difference.
I was going to clear it all up, but I thought I'd let her sleep a bit.
We've got to be more careful, Gaynor. We don't want you damaging your green fingers, do we? So, are you going to tell me about your headaches? How often do you get them? Every 2 weeks? Every day?
You're good at this, aren't you?
Thank you.
All this... Are you a doctor or something? You're very professional. He's very professional, isn't he?
Gaynor, why don't you go out to the garden and cut some roses for Dr. Maguire?
We both know she isn't as well as you say she is. Barry.
It started a few months ago. Little things to begin with. She'd, forget where she'd put a book or a newspaper and couldn't remember names or telephone numbers, things like that.
And?
Well, then it got worse, much worse. She started saying things like, odd things like, well, you heard her.
Why didn't you tell me?
Do you have children, Doc?
Yes.
And I suppose they've grown up now and grandchildren on the way?
Well, actually...
Well, you spent your lifetime caring for them, looking after them.
It's called being a parent.
Well, you're lucky. Gaynor and me couldn't have children. We wanted them, but it just wasn't to be. So we've only ever had each other. And I spent my lifetime looking after her.
You don't want to admit that she's unwell because you're afraid of losing her.
I know what it is, Doc. It's Alzheimer's, isn't it?
How long has she been having the headaches?
Well, a while now, but it's just got worse in the last couple of weeks. Oh, I know there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a matter of time.
Not necessarily. Could you ask Gaynor to come back in again? There are a couple of tests I'd like to do.
Katrina's on the ball. The only thing you could fault her on is being a bit overzealous.
I think you could have stretched to a phone call.
What?
Mac. He's avoiding me.
Well, he has been very busy. With you not being there, he's got to keep his eye on everything.
You're here, aren't you? Wasn't sure if I'd imagined it at first. The other fathers, you can't keep them away.
Well, maybe it's a bit different for Mac. I mean, it's not his first time round.
But it is for me and for Kieran. It's like he can't handle being around us. He makes his excuses to leave when he's barely just got here. Wasn't how I imagined it was going to be.
We've both been through the mill over the past week.
Yeah. Kieran very nearly didn't make it, and I had a damned lucky escape. I think he'd be grateful we were alive.
That's it. Patient dismissed.
You finished with me?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, well, in that case, I can get on, if you'll excuse me.
Certainly.
Where are you going, love?
To the moon. Outside to do some weeding, what else? He can be a little overprotective at times.
Well, what is it, Doc?
Dunno. For sure.
Oh, please don't butter me up. Just tell me, please.
Well, she could have a urinary tract infection. She might have had another stroke, or it's possible she's got a brain tumour.
What?
Well, I can't be certain, but it is possible. She has to have some tests.
For a moment, I thought you were going to give me some good news.
If it's an infection, it's easily treated with antibiotics. If it's a brain tumour, the chances are it's benign and can be easily removed. Once the pressure is off the brain, there is no reason she can't start to recover her faculties.
And if it's...
Malignant? Well, then that's another story altogether.
Oh, if. Well, you fellas are the same. If this or if that.
I want to see a specialist as soon as possible.
But that operation could kill her. Doc, I'm sorry, Doc.
Barry, I think you seriously have to think...
I'd rather she spent what time she has left with me at home where she belongs. I don't mind if she's not all here. I don't mind what stranger she becomes, just so long as the real Gaynor drops by from time to time. Better that than lose.
Barry, we won't know what treatment she needs until she's had the tests, and if she doesn't have treatment, then she will probably deteriorate. She will get much worse. And I'm afraid it's not just up to you. Gaynor has to know too.
I know it probably doesn't feel like it right now, but it'll be all right. You and Mac have got a really strong relationship, one that I've been envious of in the past. But you've had this enormous change in your life, and it'll take time to adjust.
Just hope you're right.
Men are strange creatures. Mac adores you, and he probably feels envious of this tiny little thing that swept you off your feet. Plus, the system kicks in to support Mum, but nobody has time to consider Dad. Getting his nose pushed out, feeling useless. Don't worry about Mac, he'll come round. I've seen it before in cases like this.
I suppose sitting here on my own, thinking too much, has made things seem worse than they really are.
Then I've got just the thing.
Medical journals. How thoughtful.
Well, we don't want to keep you out of the loop too long.
Oh, perfect bedtime reading. I'll be asleep in seconds.
I'll leave you to it then.
Sorry I've been such uninspiring company.
I've had worse.
Cheers.
See you soon. It'll be all right. You'll see.
I always thought that I'd be the first to. I only wish that this was me that this was happening to, and not you. I can't bear to see you suffer.
I'm not dead yet, you know. The doctor didn't say I was dying.
No, of course not.
Well, I know it could be serious, whatever it is, but I've still got time left on this earth, and I'm not going to spend it around an old misery.
It's just that it's been you and me for as long as I can remember. I can't imagine life without you.
We've been very lucky. We still are. We've got all of this. So please, let's not spoil whatever time we still have together by worrying about something that may never happen.
You have 3 messages. Message 1.
Hi, Mac. It's me and Kieran. We wanted to check you're okay. Helen said you've been working too hard again. You don't have to do it all single-handedly, you know. We miss you. Give us a call when you get in.